A visitor came to Kwajalein recently to visit with friends, and while he was here, he took part in one of the island's favorite hobbies, scuba diving. The catch? George Toon is blind and has been since birth. Diving in the Marshalls, though, was an experience he couldn't pass up, he said.
It was something I had never tried before, and I like to try things that everyone else does, so I had to try it too.
This was Toon's second dive in his life, his first occurring nearly 30 years ago, but he had plenty of help to catch up on the basics of scuba.
My biggest thing was the breathing. It's so unnatural to breathe underwater. I don't care if you have a regulator or what you have, it's just so unnatural to breathe underwater. Obviously I can't see underwater since I can't see on top of the water, but I trusted the people that were with me to guide me to where I needed to go and do what I needed to do. So I just kind of left that up to them and just was experiencing the feeling of it and the sounds of it.
If you're a scuba diver, next time you go out, shut your eyes for a spell and try not to be terrified. It feels unnatural and unsettling. But for Toon, a sort of adrenaline junkie, it was just another sensory experience he's taken advantage of during his life, along with dirt bike riding, bungee jumping, and so much more.
I heard the bubbles obviously from the air that we were all breathing out. I also heard some people said it was fish eating coral, or some people said it was the coral growing. I don't know which it was, but little chook 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 that was supposedly had to do with the coral. So yeah, I did hear that.
Toon didn't fly out from Texas specifically to scuba dive. He came out to visit friends, and during the get-togethers he attended on the island, he was able to get to know a bit about the Kwajalein community.
The people are very friendly here. This is a totally unique place, and people do without here. I mean, if something doesn't come in on a barge, well, if they don't have a certain thing for a week or two, it's okay, they just adjust. I was playing music the other night, and I asked people not to throw tomatoes at me, and they said, don't worry, because tomatoes are a commodity here, and they didn't want to waste them on me.
Asked if he would go diving again, Toon affirmed he would definitely. Not many blind people get to experience the magic of a tropical lagoon under the surface. George Toon is one of them.
United States Army Garrison Kwajalein Atoll Post Office received over 22,000 letters and packages just before the holidays. The post office staff worked non-stop to separate and organize packages for the Kwajalein residents. They even stayed open late, as well as came in during the holidays so people could collect their Christmas gifts.
Merry Christmas!
From AFN and all the residents of Kwaj, we appreciate the dedication and hard work of the post office staff and other volunteers that came together to make the holidays merry.
Spirits were merry and bright at the Kwajalein Hobby Shop December 18th. Shop staff joined fellow potters and artisans and their family to celebrate the holidays with the annual Hobby Shop Holiday Open House. The festive get-together featured heaps of hot cider, cookies, and raffle prizes. Big winners took home original ceramic and pottery pieces crafted especially for the event by Hobby Shop staff. Santa hats off to party planners Evelyn Smith, Laura Alves, Allison Sock, and Wendy Peacock for another great holiday open house.
Kwajalein residents came out December 23rd to see the Kwajalein Yacht Club Parade of Lights, as boats decorated in Christmas lights sail past the sunset. Then the crowd stayed to greet Kwajalein Scuba Club's Scuba Santa and his helpers as he arrived to Iman Beach. Once he arrived, he was greeted by Mrs. Claus, the Grinch, and all the kids and family of Kwajalein. So some of you may have started your New Year's resolution. Here are 6 tips on how to keep your resolution this year. Tip 1. Now let's be real. If you set your goal too high, you'll never reach it. So when you're setting your New Year's resolution, be realistic. Tip 2. If you just decided to have some resolution last minute, take a step back. Come up with a plan of action. Break down the process and make smaller goals to lead up to your final goal. Tip 3. Tell others about your goals so they can help support you, or even find someone with similar goals and motivate each other. Tip 4. If you're putting in the work to reach your goal, reward yourself some, but don't do anything that contradicts that resolution. That defeats the purpose. Maybe order you a new water bottle to use at the gym or something. Tip 5. Experts say it takes about 21 days for a new activity to become a habit, and 6 months for it to become part of your personality. It won't happen overnight, so be persistent and patient. Tip 6. If you fall off the horse, just get back on it. Don't give up just because you've already failed and it's only mid-February. Keep going. Well, that's it. So good luck out there, and remember, set realistic goals, don't give up, and stay motivated. A message from AFN Kwajalein.